In Tamil Nadu's Cuddalore, 3 precious lives were tragically lost after a school van collided with a speeding train at a non-interlocked level crossing. This wasn't just an accident, it was a cost of gross negligence by the Indian Railways. Instead of taking responsibility, the Indian Railways quickly shifted the blame onto the van driver and even the district collector. This tragedy exposes the alarming cracks in our railway safety system.
The railway should take responsibility, but the way they reacted to the situation is very surprising.
In this week's In Public Interest, we are not just reporting on this tragedy, but we are asking the tough questions, the ones the railway desperately wants to avoid. But before I get into this, here is a quick reminder. In Public Interest is a new show on the News Minute where I, along with my colleagues from across South India, bring you stories that matter. Stories that are often overlooked by the mainstream media, but issues that profoundly impacts your lives. So if you want a particular issue or a story to be covered from your state or from your city, do write to us. Remember, this show is truly in your interest because it's you, the viewer, who is sponsoring it, not a political party or a corporate entity. Scan this QR code to become a paid subscriber of the News Minute or click the link in the description to contribute to our reporting fund. Tragedy struck without a warning. On July 8 at Semmankuppam railway gate in Cuddalore District, a Viluppuram to Mailadurai passenger train travelling at 95 km per hour rammed into a school van. 3 young lives were lost. What happened next was equally disturbing. Within hours, Southern Railway issued a statement, pointing fingers at everyone but themselves. Accused of criminal negligence, the gatekeeper was suspended and later arrested. They even claimed the van driver pressurized him to open the gate.
அதாவது ரயில்வே கேட்டை வந்து அவர் மூட முற்பட்டார். ஆனால் வேன் ஓட்டுநர் வந்து நான் கிராஸ் பண்ணிடுறேன்னு சொன்னார் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி தெற்கு ரயில்வேனுடைய விளக்கத்தில் கொடுத்துருக்கு. உங்களுடைய விசாரணையில் என்ன தெரிய வருது?
அதே தான், இப்போ ஜிகேட்ட பேசின போதும் க்ளோஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கிறாரு. பப்ளிக் வந்து 2 வீலர்ஸ் நிறைய இருந்திருக்கிறாங்க. எங்கள் சீக்கிரம் போயிடுறோம், வண்டி வரக்குள்ள நாங்கள் போயிடுறோம், திறந்து விடுங்கன்னு சொல்லியிருக்கிறாங்க. மிரட்டியிருக்கிறாங்க போல், அதனால் அவர் திறந்துருக்கு.
But these claims made by Southern Railway, they turned out to be false.
கேட் ஃபுல்லாக ஓப்பனில் தான் சேர்ந்தது. கேட்டு போடவே இல்லை, சிக்னலும் எதுவும் ஓடலை. அதனால் ட்ரெயின் சவுண்டு எதுவும் வராதனால ட்ரெயின் போயிருக்கோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு தான் சாதாரணமாக போகிற வாய்ப்பு போனது. அதெல்லாம் பேச வேண்டியது
ஒரு குற்றச்சாட்டு பண்ணுறாரு, நீங்கள் தான் தெரிவி சொன்னீங்கன்னு சொல்லுங்கள்.
நாங்கள் இந்த இடத்துல இல்லவே இல்லை.
Then why was the Southern Railway in such a hurry to deflect the blame, even before the facts were clear?
Within 2 or 3 hours of the accident, the Southern Railway issued a statement blaming the school van driver. But then the facts that emerged later are otherwise. This wasn't expected, this kind of a press release, without any basic investigation, without examining the station master, the loco pilot. They just relied on what the gatekeeper said.
Southern Railway operates 1,643 level crossing gates, and out of these, 1,367 gates are integrated with interlock signaling systems, and the remaining 276 gates are manually operated. And out of these 276 non-interlock level crossings, 160 gates fall under Tiruchi and Madurai divisions, which are considered as vulnerable points. Let us break down how interlocked and non-interlocked gates, which are crucial parts of the safety mechanism in railways, function. Interlocked gates at the level crossings are directly linked to the train signaling system and will automatically close when the train is crossing. Non-interlocked gates rely on human operations. They need to be closed and opened after receiving a message from the station master. TNM has seen the findings of the investigations into this tragedy and it reveals shocking details. It's clear the level crossing gate was never closed in the first place. Investigators have recovered audio call recordings between the station master and the gatekeeper, in which the gatekeeper admits that he failed to close the gate. This puts the Southern Railway in a difficult position.
That is in writing. This is a statement of the station master. So it is a clear case of human error where the gatekeeper lied to the station master, even gave him a private number, which is the mandatory procedure, and did not close the gate. This corroborates the statement of the survivors in the accident. There is no mechanism whatsoever for a station master to verify what the gatekeeper is saying. Like if the gatekeeper says, "I have closed the gate," that is all. He has to rely on what he says, trust him, and run the train.
The question is, when the facts are clear, why did the Southern Railway blame the van driver and even go one step further by accusing the Cuddalore District Collector of delaying the construction of an underpass that had already been sanctioned? According to Cuddalore District Administration officials, a proposal for an underpass was sent by the railways, but the people of the area preferred a railway overbridge since it's a disaster-prone area. On the other hand, railway officials say they did not get a positive response from the district administration and hence they had to discard the proposal from the list of sanctioned works. But this is just one part of the story.
2 days after the accident, the General Manager Southern Railway, R.N. Singh, had a meeting with top officials. The first instruction he says is that bushes on either side of all level crossings should be removed, because there is an information from reliable sources that at this accident site, there was no visibility. Anybody standing at the gate would not be able to see the train because there was wild bush on both sides. 1. 2, there is also an allegation that this gatekeeper Pankaj Sharma dozed off. There is also an instruction from the general manager to check how alert the gatekeepers are and also to keep those gatekeepers who have a history of risky behavior, like sleeping while on duty, consuming alcohol, remove them from all level crossings. See, all this should have been done long ago, not after this tragic accident happens and 3 students die.
Since 2019, the Southern Railways have taken up the ambitious task of eliminating non-interlocked level crossings in Tamil Nadu, but it has hardly produced the desired results.
Non-interlocked gate should be interlocked. That's the first solution. It should be interlocked. Then this problem will not have arisen. But that is not the final solution. Final solution is bringing road over bridge and road under bridge. If the road over bridge is constructed and or road under bridge is constructed, the road users will go in their own path. Train will go in its own path. There won't be any such problem. So, final and correct solution is road over bridge and road under bridge.
6 years later, the situation remains the same. The task of converting a non-interlocked level crossing into an interlocked one has often been caught in bureaucratic red tape, with officials blaming sanctions from the state government and land acquisition.
Maybe they have budget constraints, or maybe they have issues with the local government or the local panchayat. In the Cuddalore incident, they say they blame the collector, the district administration. So they may have some justification, but this delay is not acceptable. It shouldn't take 6 long years to convert this into interlock. Now we are talking of high-speed trains. There is a proposal to run Vande Bharat at 160 km. How can you run Vande Bharat when there are level crossings?
This is not just a story of one accident in Cuddalore. It is about ensuring safety, which appears to be the least of the priorities for Indian Railways.
Working hours is one big problem. Safety investment is another problem. The coverage and this renewal of old overaged assets, that's another problem. So all these things cause accidents in railways. So the railway is negligent about it.
It's high time the Indian Railways wakes up from its deep slumber and gets its act together.